Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm sharing the first video in a series of 3 working in this month's Inspire collection. And just to get started right off the bat, in this video I'm focusing mostly on pockets and tucks. I'll share more on how I will be using this journal in a minute. First, let me say for those who are new, I'm beginning by adding my little hearts to the center strings in my signature. The kit always contains the 4 little hearts. Of course, they can be used however one chooses, but I like finishing off the strings with them because it adds a cute touch. I always leave the center strings nice and long so anyone purchasing and using this journal can decide how they want theirs to look in the end. I also want to mention my glue up front. I like using Fabri-Tac, or in some stores it's called Fabri-Fix. This is an acetone-based glue instead of water-based, and what that means for us is that it isn't going to warp and wet the paper like our typical glues do. I personally enjoy that, so that's why I'm using it. It also glues down almost everything I tend to play with and also sets up very quickly. So here I'm just adding a glassine bag that came in the collection along with a paper tag to the front inside of my cover. I'm going to use this to title and date my journal after it's completed. I end up adding a piece of ephemera, a little piece of fabric also with the word Inspire on it that I stamped out probably a year ago and never used, so I was happy to use that. And then I also add a stamp to the glassine bag that I will touch on here in a minute. I just want to mention the stamps that I'm using in this journal because I think they're amazing and I'm sure someone will be curious. There are 2 sets by Tim Holtz. One is called Flower Jar and the other is Entomology. I will leave a link in the description box down below for anyone who might be interested. So this little trick is an amazing idea, and I picked it up from my friend Bristol, who is happy to plan here on YouTube. She shared a flip through recently of her completed Breathe journal, and in it she created a pocket with pages that were already in the book. I thought that was a fabulous idea, and I wanted to try it out with this half sheet page here. For anyone who has the Breathe collection, I will leave a link to her video in the description box too, because you will love seeing it. Bristol always has amazing ideas, and I love it that she shares her completed journal with us. Now this die cut came in the collection as well, and I decided because of all the fine detail and tiny lines to use my sticker maker to add it to my page. This was super helpful, but I ran into a snag that I want to tell you how I fixed. Because of all the extra tacky glue that was exposed between all these tiny segments in this die cut, I knew I was going to have problems with the pages sticking together later on, and I didn't want that. I end up using my anti-static pad, which I bought for removing extra embossing powder before embossing. It's wonderful for that, but it also did a great job taking away the extra glue all around and in between my little pine tree here, and I love that. I'll leave a link for that product down below as well. I went years without knowing about this little gem with embossing, and it really does make a big difference. Again, taking my cue from Crystal, I'm going to use this page here to create an envelope with a flap out of this Edith Holden page. I really don't want to cover up the amazing art on this page, but I would like for it to be functional, so I turn it into a little envelope that I will use later on. I also do that with the other Edith Holden page in the back of the book. Just want to mention, I decided to set this journal up to use for devotions or maybe some note-taking at church. I like the fact that this journal can fit easily in my purse, and if I have it all set up and ready to go, it will be easy to use later on. I also felt, because of the personal nature of the journaling I might be doing, lots of little pockets might be nice since I will be sharing thoughts and feelings. I can write about the subject matter out in the open here and then tuck away little thoughts I have in the pockets and secret tucks I end up making. Here I decide to add a couple more pockets out of the paper bag in the collection. I do end up taking this over to my sewing machine to add a little stitching, although this isn't at all necessary for the functioning of the pockets. I just did it because I love the zigzag stitch. I also add my glue in such a way so that there is a secret pocket behind the actual visible pocket. I'm just using an 1.5" scallop circle punch here to create a notch in my bag. This one in particular is from Hobby Lobby and is their Paper Studio brand. Now I'm using the little seed packet envelope that came in the kit, another extra pocket with the secret tuck behind it. One more little bag here. I decided to add this one to the back cover. Maybe this will be a good spot to tuck any extra things I collect while I'm using this journal. And I decided to use this little piece of scrap that was left over from my tag to make a little closure for this bag. I always have a few people ask about my corner rounder punch. It's something that I got off of Amazon, so I'll leave a link down below if that's something you're interested in checking out. And that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to mention there are a few of these collections left over in my Etsy shop, so that link will be down below. Also, follow me over on Instagram because I love to share things with you there. My name is cheaply_chic_. And again, you'll be able to see what that looks like in the description box. Thanks again, everyone who purchased this collection. I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.